Just one more round to go. It's the playoff six stage of the CV Champions League presented by DenizBank. Vakifbank Istanbul up against Fenerbahçe Grundig Istanbul. It's the derby of the round. It's quarterfinals in real terms. 3 more places up for grabs in that final 4 hosted in Poland this year. Which one of these sides over 2 legs is going to nick it and move through? Well, just one single point separates Vakifbank, the runners-up last year in this competition, and Fenerbahçe, winners a few years ago of the Champions League themselves in the Turkish league at the minute. Vakifbank a point ahead, leading the league, and they won the last meeting of the two, but it was a 3-2 thriller on the day. Tonight at the Burhan Felek Volleyball Hall, the home of volleyball in Istanbul, these two great sides meet. Well, Fenerbahçe tonight up with this squad that comes out. They've got one of the best hitters in the world, Kim Yeonkoung, captained by Eda Erdem, and of course setter tonight, the very experienced Eleonora Lobianco. They're coached by Marcello Abbondanza. He's from Cesena in Italy, a man on the bench opposite. It's even a derby amongst the coaches. He's from down the road, 20 minutes away in Modena. 2 Italians, both coaching their teams. Well, Guidetti, well known in these parts now. He's been at Vakifbank since 2008. He has led them to 2 Champions League titles, and this is his current squad. So Guidetti having another very good season again. Managed to keep the team going, inject new life into it each winter. And they're doing their job in both Champions League and League again at the moment. Not on one of those crazy 60-match unbeaten runs like they went a couple of years ago, but they're playing very, very good volleyball, and tonight probably just go into this match as favourites. Well, they won the latest league meeting. Referees tonight come from Serbia in the shape of Goran Gradinski, who is our first referee. And the man alongside him, second referee tonight from Macedonia, Nikola Michievski. Well, there is Guidetti. Final selections have been made. Starting 6 is about to be announced. And we're going to see 2 top volleyball teams in action, as it could only be at this late stage of the CV Volleyball Champions League. Well, Vakifbank tonight are officially at home. Fenerbahçe introducing their team first as a away team. They have plenty of ultras and fans in tonight. They'll be wearing white shirts, not their normal yellow and blue. Vakifbank themselves as well have chosen to go with a change kit. They'll be in all black tonight. So starting 6 is being introduced. We'll see the likes of Christina Barr, the French international there. Lucia Bosetti, who's been a revelation since coming in during the summer. And there's Eleonora Lobianco, evergreen at 35 years of age, doing her best to try and set her team to victory. Kim Yeonkoung playing in that opposite, as you might expect. Captained, of course, as ever, by Eda Erdem Dündar. A big cheer for the home side. Sheila Castro starts for them. She's the real killer in this team at the minute. Vasileva plays as well. There's no space for Bahar in the middle or in the squad tonight. Talk about more her situation as it goes on. Jelena Rasic is there and starts, as does Carolina Costagrande. And the starting 6 full of talent and power. Naz Aydemir, as ever, will be the setter. Robin de Cruyff as well, such an important pick. So Kim Yeonkoung gets the start, as does Madeleine Montagno, formerly of Galatasaray, has made the transfer over after a nasty year out with injury. Really, really hard time for Madeleine Montagno of Colombia. It looks as though Vakifbank have won the toss. They have decided, as most good teams do, to receive first. It will be Fenerbahçe to start. Eleonora Lobianco, the setter, will take the first set. 35 years of age now, Lobianco. She's played for Galatasaray as well, so she knows Turkey well. Played all around the world. Has been a star with the national team too, and still has what it takes. 35 now, Eleonora Lobianco. That is who she up against tonight. Naz Aydemir and Carolina Costagrande. waits on reception. Costa Grande puts home, and it's a good side out the start from Vakifbank. Well, the tactical battle's going to be really interesting. Naz had some real problems on set when these two teams last met. Fenerbahce just kept serving and serving into that position one. Ball coming over her, naturally, when it was being put back to Naz, the setter. Really struggling. Lobianco gets hold of that after poor reception. There's Naz with the bump this time. Costa Grande can't put home on her second opponent. And it's 1-1. Well, sit yourselves down and settle yourselves down tonight, because this really could be a long-winded one and a very entertaining one indeed. Kim Yeonkoung, considered by many to be the top player in the world. Shayla hitting down. Just squeezing that one through, and cue the burst of excitement from the Vakifbank fans, as you can hear. They're the ones all dressed in complete yellow, as you can see the yellow and blue behind the Fenerbahce fans. They've come from not just Turkey, but even as far as Cyprus, the Mediterranean island, to watch their team tonight. Flags up all over the place. I know there'll be plenty of Fenerbahce fans watching around the world as well, given the fact that they are one of the biggest multi-sports clubs on the planet. We've got a big footballing derby with Galatasaray coming up at the weekend as well. Tonight here it's 2-2. As the captain Eda I'm looking on. Christina Barr, the French international, serves into Gizam, the libero. Cruyff trying to put home twice. So here's Milena Rasic, 24-year-old Serb, former Racing Club Cannes player. Woody defeated her old team last time we had Vakifbank on Match of the Week. One of the most perfect volleyball performances we've seen, and that's a break point off serve. Takes the score to 4-2 and an early advantage for the team that have played the last couple of finals. 2 years ago in this very hall, lost to Dinamo Kazan 12 months ago, but they exacted revenge for that defeat in the last round by knocking out the champions. Now they have to get past their fellow Istanbul team. And they're on a roll here. 5-2. Fenerbahce just a little disjointed in how they're trying to set up at the minute. Vakif taking full advantage. No real errors in the hitting at all. There's nothing in the way there either. That one goes out. (5-3). Montaño to serve. Huge high ball toss from the Colombian. Set up to Elitseva is a good one. It's Vasileva. Played all over the place. Experienced player at just 24 years of age. Italy, Brazil, Korea. Good strong hitter. Another one of those who was brought in to refresh the team in the summer. So was Shayla Castro. Here she is. Bumped into the centre by Naz. Comes from the back row from Costa Grande. This is Lobianco. It's a scrap for the ball. And eventually that ball will be given. Here we go, first off the block. Attempt to try and throw the pancake under it from Rasic, I think it was. And that's time for Lucia Bosetti, from a Villa Cortese player. Played under Abondanza at Villa Cortese. Back with him again now, playing really well. Off the first block from Eda Erdem, the captain. Eda Erdem, easy to spot tonight with the dreadlock hairstyle. Here's Vasileva now. So straight down the line. Back row attack and a forceful one as well, coming from Montagno. That's a fantastic jump on her. 32-year-old Colombian opposite. Eda Erdem, of course, the captain of Fenerbahce. So first technical of the match, early advantage for Vakifbank. Our first little look at each other. Of course, they're going to play over two legs in this very same sports hall. It'll be Fenerbahce's job to organise things next week, as they're officially the home team then. Of course, both teams playing their big matches in this hall. This is the spiritual home of Turkish volleyball. The Vakifbank band have been in very good voice tonight, and it's not the first match we've had here today. There was a shock result, a really good result for Turkish volleyball, with Eczacıbaşı hammering Volero Zurich 3-0 in the early match tonight. And they go to Zurich next week in prime position. Whatever happens here in 7 days' time could have huge bearing on the final result, because Vakifbank in the final four is a very, very dangerous proposition for anybody. They've proven they've got the experience to go on and win the thing as well. A few players in this team that have already done that. The Kruis serve. And the Dutch woman goes long. Interesting that she's going to have Giovanni Guidetti as a national coach very soon as well. Recently ended an 8-year spell in charge of Germany. Takes over with immediate effect as coach of the Netherlands now. A man from Modena. As that is just a little long from Lo Bianco. Ooh, should have been put away. That's a miss really from Rasic. 3 up in the corner blocking though. A little static for Fenerbahce. It's an important touch from Merve, the libero. Not quite good enough though to allow a teammate to take a second. Photographer's computer might have taken a bit of a hit there though. 10-6, good start this. Nice arrowed serve in from Naz as well. Montagno's going to get a hitting chance. I have a feeling that was going long before Gizem threw an arm out at it. Nice arch, yep, probably just going out. Gizem wasn't to know that, didn't get the call. Fenerbahce side out to go within 3. Well, that's an ace, surely. Kim Yeonkoung arrowing it right into the corner. And that's got the Fenerbahce fans going. Of course, they were well up in the last league game against Vakifbank. Only to lose 3-2. After some tactical changes, saw Guidetti's side improve. Oh, that's another. 2 from Kim. And her star begins to shine again. Oh, look at that. Shayla defending that left side. Just alongside her is Vasileva. Kim again going in towards Vasileva. This is Naz now. Stakaranda couldn't put home the set. Montagno to hit from distance here. She's calling in, referee says no. Coach says it is in. Players all desperate to think that that was within the boundaries. 11-9, but Abundance's convinced here. Be good to get a look of it on the replay. Oof. Hard to tell, really hard to tell without the ultra motion from there. Probably just in, I think. So he may well have had a case. That one is in. No arguments about that one. Abondance still making the point. No peace really for the refereeing team tonight. It is a derby, it is heated, it's going to be one of those evenings. Really good start though. There will be competition here. Here's Bauer. French middle down the line. Naz. Not setting like the well-oiled machine we know she can be so far. Lobianco, what we've seen Fener, causing problems on serve, but Abondance says double touch. Nothing given again. Lobianco, quick set this time. Montagno puts it away. It's 11 points each. Well, if only you could see Marcello Abondance at the minute. Fortunately, our commentary position's just behind him, so we're getting prime entertainment. He's the man in the striped shirt at the bottom of your picture, running up and down, arms are waving everywhere. Plenty to say to the referee. That's a reception from Costa Grande. Quick set onto the hands, this time of Vasileva, who puts home, and that's a welcome side out for Vakifbank. First little crisis point in the match from them. They did lead by 4. The lead is 1. Milena Rasic turned to serve. It's a flat one, floated just above the net. Bump into the corner, looking to try and find the attack of Shayla. Montagno now with that brilliant leap of hers. Always, always on the balls of her feet. Ready to spring at any minute. Good hit from the back row that just got the better of the block from Eda Erdem. Lobianco pushes wide this time to Bozzetti. Good bit of defense. That was hard work to be had from Naz. Didn't make the set as she wanted. Guidetti's not happy there with the setup from his own team. I say the reception didn't make things easy at all for Naz, as you can see, just off balance as she sets. The hit that came in from Vasileva was long, so 13-12. Fener trail by 1. Montagno to serve. Good serve as well. Straight back at the team. Kim, here's Gizam. Ida trying to put it home. A little scruffy, a little scrappy. Oh, and the block does it from Eda Erdem. 13-all, Fenerbahce right in the game. That was anybody's rally all the way through. Hitting opportunity came for Costa Grande. Perhaps the set was a little low, considering she was coming from behind the 3-meter line there. Hit on it low and straight into the block. Gizem watches that well. Failure between Naz and the Cruyff. 14-13, Fenerbahce lead for the first time in this playoff 6 first leg. The Fenerbahce Ultras out of your pitch on the left-hand side in the top tier, going absolutely crazy. Burhan Felek is bouncing right now. A little bit of nerves on serve from a few of the players on show tonight. There's Shayla, hasn't really got going this evening. They claim ace, they'll get an ace. And it's technical number 2 of this first set. Vakifbank led by 3 at the first. Fener now lead by 2. That's a 5-point swing in that little period. Well, I hope you're hearing the coaches at home tonight. Unfortunately, in the commentary position, we're not able to get that sound back, so can't comment on what the guys are saying. (16-14). Lucia Bosetti lives here in Istanbul with a sister, Katerina Bosetti, who keep it quiet for Fenerbahce fans, but she plays for the rivals Galatasaray. And after she spent the last year playing in Brazil. Time for a substitution then. Guste comes in to take the serve of Vasileva. Now, you might have noticed there's a few black armbands being worn by Vakifbank players tonight. That's because of the very sad death just 2 days ago of the father of Güldeniz Ünal, hitter who is in the squad tonight and is in the substitutes box. Carolina the hits. Straight back it comes. Well, Fenerbahce enjoying the best moment of the match so far. That's the black armband on the arm of Gizem. The libero there wearing green, as all libero players have done this year in this Champions League. Sheila. Attempt to go on two there by Bauer. Here's Lobianco, real control on this match now from Fener, but Vakifbank get a stroke of luck. Good work in the block. I think it was probably going out until it hit the back of Kim though. Here we go again. Yep, going out. Kim trying to get out the way. Just not managing. 17-16. Here's Lobianco. Quick set behind, trying to put it onto the hand of Bauer. And that's a nice little roll. Took the blocker and the covering libero out of the equation. 17-all. I tell you, Abundanza almost reached for the timeout button then. Had to stop himself walking back to press it. 17 each. Can just sense that Vakifbank's momentum is coming back. That confirms it with a serve from Robin. And we're going to have the timeout now for Fenerbahce. Robin de Cruyff with an ace. And again, the coach just sensing that things were changing. I think he'd be wishing he had pressed timeout when it went to 17 each now, because Vakifbank have got the noses in front again. So what has Abundanza managed to do? Get hold of the reception inside the ball. That is the immediate task here. Decent by the libero. It needed a good one from Lobianco. I think it's long though. I have a feeling it's long. It is. The referee calls it long again, much to the disappointment of the Fenerbahce players and coach. This time the response is less emphatic and angry though than what we saw 10 minutes ago. Big point that though. 2 break points from 2 for Robin de Cruyff. Lobianco, Montagno again from the back row. Spikes home to side out. Nicely put home on the cut. Well, they're giving themselves options now in attack. Vakifbank much more controlled in the setting department from Naz, and that's all thanks to the improved reception. Gizem, a big part of that there, made it easy for Naz. In the meantime, Told you the Fenerbahce fans were having a good time. Here's Kim having to set to Madeleine Montagno, who puts home. That's an ace. No argument about that one. It's a really bad leave from Gizem this time. Guidetti's turn to call timeout. Nothing to separate these teams. 20 points apiece in set one. Right on the line from Kim Yeonkoung. Well, there's been an improvement from Vakifbank. Lost the momentum for a while, but Fenerbahce fought well today. And it's good for them that Kim Yeonkoung has been on top form so far. Denied the chance to play in the Champions League in the last couple of seasons. We want one of the best players in the world in the competition, though. All the rest are hip. Here she is again. She's blocked off this time. 3 in the wall and no way through. Disappointment on the face of the Korean. Good hands from Sheila Castro. 2 times Olympic champion, remember. Lubianco pushes wide. Little mix up there in the hands. Time for a change in the Fenerbahce ranks. Kristen Hildebrand of United States comes in. The hitter replaces the big middle Christina Barr. And it will be the American who will move to serve now. Brought on to serve, straight into the net. That won't please the coach. Challa, in the meantime, brought on to serve as well. Challa is the reserve setter, by the way, as you see the substitution in Fenerbahce colours reserved. Reversed, rather, pardon me. Challa Akin, just 20 years of age. From a good sporting family. Parents are both handball players. She's starring in volleyball in the Champions League right now. It's a good serve. Problems for Merve, the libero. Should be a chance to counter-attack now. Challa setting up into the corner. Really, really good defense from Kim, though. Kim just gets rid when Merve was thinking what to do. Oh, and that is a brilliant block. Eda Erdem with a couple of great kills in this first set. That is up there with the top ones we've seen all season. What a reach across. She was getting there very, very late. Certainly wasn't a block where it was closed and together and in unison. Had a really reach. 22 all. First set right up for grabs. Montagno. Gizem is there. Guste. Can't hit home. Lubianco setting to the middle. That's long, surely. No! It's called in by the referee. Once again, it's an error of judgment in that back row. Vasileva returns. Off comes Guste. And it is timeout for the second and final time for Vakifbank. Wonderful atmosphere in here. Both sets of supporters giving their all. Players doing the same. It's Fenerbahce who lead 23-22. Montagnon on serve again. Costa Grande with a reception. Put home. And that is a big point for Vakifbank. .23 each. Fenerbahce will just want to side this ball out. Shayla looking for the break point. Good serve, makes it difficult. Merve. Big opportunity now for Vakifbank. Control needed from Gizem. There's the set. It's Robin de Cruyff. And that is set point Vakifbank. And timeout to be taken by Fenerbahce. How things can change in the space of 2 points. Good quick hands again there from Naz. Finished off really well by the Dutch international, de Cruyff. So no matter how much they cheer, it's all down to what happens on court now. First set, so tight. Shayla serving for the set. It's been a really good tactical battle. Errors from both sides as well in this first set. It's a good one, a really good one. And that is set one to Fenerbahce to Vakifbank. Fenerbahce throw it away. They had their chance. Vakif fought hard. It's 1-0 by the very minimum. Well, 25-23, almost half an hour, and it's those yellow trumpets that are being blown the loudest. Shayla does the business right at the end of the set. Back here in just a moment with set two. Well, statistics from set one look like this. 1-0 with 3 and 4 aces between them. Not much to separate them there. Errors the same as well. 4 blocks from Fenerbahce. They're then big in there, but the big moments in the end. The break points won by Vakifbank. Oh, hardly anything different. You're looking down at the breakdown of the statistics. In fact, the same number of break points, 8 from 24 serves each. That's 1 every 3 serves. Of course, receptions ever slightly better from Vakifbank. A point with every 1.82 receptions as opposed to 1.91 for Fenerbahce. Hardly anything in it. And it suggests that over the 2 legs, we're going to have some very, very tense, closely fought volleyball. Vakifbank resting a couple of players for their 3-0 win in the week. Volero Zurich players waiting for their trip home tomorrow to Switzerland after they were defeated by Eczacıbaşı this evening. Vakifbank had the coach's wife Bahar Tuksoy in the team at the weekend. She's not even in the squad tonight. Poor form, the reason she's been dropped. Has not been playing well in the Champions League. Set 2 on the way. It's a good first serve from Naz. Oh, and it set it up for a nice big block. Really good start to set 2 from Vakifbank. Well, Fenerbahce just got to be careful here. So often happens that you can have a close set in a match like this, and if you lose it on the detail, heads drop, and you can just lose your way in set 2. Kim to hit. Took a touch. Gizem diving, not able to get that. It's a good side out, and Kim is going to play. We're going to have to play a really big part alongside Lubianko here. Fener going to have to go with their experienced players in these situations, which they have a few, of course. No problems siding out. Here's Costa Grande on serve, the Argentine-born Italian international now. Costa Grande, who has a great record in the Champions League. Played for Busto Azizi and Pesaro. Also a season in Moscow as well with Dinamo. It's a second season here in Istanbul after a time in China. Of course, she was the best receiver last year, the 34-year-old in the Champions League. This is Kim, back in the Champions League, as I mentioned earlier on. Vakifbank looked on and were defeated finalists last year in the Champions League as Fenerbahce were winning the CV Cup. Guidetti always busy as a coach on the sideline. Big hole, big defensive hole. They were slow to pick up on that Vakifbank there. Again, you could maybe tell that they're used to having Gizem in those defensive situations. Rasic struggled to get down. Guidetti just wanted them to be a little quicker. Serve here from Christina Bar. Carolina takes down. And that's crying for that second touch, and somehow, with a reception error from Christina Bar, Vakifbank are gifted a point there. Fenerbahce, as the first set showed, they cannot afford any presents. It was almost a gift from Vakifbank. Bizarre piece of play. Didn't really have a place in the Champions League. Both sides are better than that. Good flat, strong serve from Shayla. Montagno sets up to hit. There's no touch on the block there. That goes straight out, and 5-3 is the score. Montagno, good take from Gizem, a really good take. Keeps them in the rally. Lubianko now, Montagno again, going with a tip this time. Chance to hit, it goes wide. Vasileva. Both sides having an opportunity to construct attacking options. None of them making a really good job of it there. Good block defense this time. At least the setup from Fenerbahce made it hard for Vasileva to hit. Having to go fine and wide. Montagno. Here's Naz. Going the Cruyff. Stabs the ball home. Abondanza not happy. He hasn't been since the word go here. He didn't think the attack was legal. Nothing too good about that from Elitsa Vassilieva. 6-5. Again, tension rising. Whatever happens tonight, we're going to have to come again and go again next week, remember. It's a good serve. You'd expect more from Gizem. We're going to see a change now. Guste comes in to replace Vassilieva. Guste is such an experienced campaigner. Of course, doesn't have her twin sister Uzge in the team anymore. She's gone off to play in Poland. Here's Merve, the libero for Fenerbahce. Costa Grande setting, Naz. Put home, De Cruyff there to pick up the pieces. Another gift really. 7-6 Vakifbank. That brings De Cruyff on the serve. Long. The service hasn't been great from Vakifbank, I would say, today. Haven't really put as much pressure as they can do on their opponents. Periods in the first set when Shayla served well, but as a team together, they haven't consistently done it. Time for that to change. It's 7-all. Ida Erdem, the Fenerbahce captain. It's a decent one. Naz struggling. And struggling because she was obstructed. Kim reaching over. Referee explaining his decision. Technical timeout number 1. Just a point in it. There it is again. Kim and Bauer both reaching and touching the ball. Vakifbank, revenge last round against Dinamo Kazan. 2 really good wins against them to avenge that last year's final defeat in the Final Four. Before that, they'd finished top of the group of death, remember, ahead of Cannes and Piacenza. They've had another good season so far, the 2-time winners, 2011 champions and 2013 winners as well, Guidetti's side. They've won it both times in this very volleyball hall. Can they win it this year on foreign soil? They've got to get there first. It's a good take. Naz finding it hard to do the second job. 8 apiece. Lobianco going on 2 there. She'll take the serve. That's out. No. Called in by the referee. It's been a real weakness today. Oh yeah, Gizem can claim out all she wants. That's in all day. 3 at my count. Aces conceded when Gizem perhaps should have been there. Kim. Blocked it out. Fenerbahce going to a 2-point lead. Guste takes down. Here's Naz. Just about kept going. Kim trying to cut it into space. Naz was well alert though. Gizem having to bump up for Carolina Costa Grande. 3 up in the corner. No touch, they say, no touch given. Point Vakifbank. Well, it certainly landed out. Have to see the other angle to see if there was a touch or not. Costa Grande. Montano puts home from a very, very difficult angle, but manages it. She's having a good game, is the Colombian. Ace. Yet again, Kim Yeonkoung really on fire tonight from the line. And it's a problem that Vakifbank are struggling to deal with now, the serve. It's a real difference between the two teams. Escaped with it with that late drive in set one, but they trail by 3 here. Kim again, this time, cuts the serve and cuts it too fine. Vakif are given a bit of a let-off there. Kim just disappointed she couldn't build on what she started. She's really done enough damage though tonight. Vakif will look to improve the serve. It's better, much better. It's causing problems straight away. Merve with a touch. Should be saved and is, but there's counter-attacking chance now with Naz. Hammered home by Shayla, the finisher Castro. Rasic serves. One touch. Should be another opportunity. They'll go again though. Really good block defense this. Chance to finish. The cut from Shayla didn't quite manage to put it home. No Bianco having to hit there. Bosetti trying to finish off. 12 all. Much better from Vakifbank. And it all stemmed a couple of points back from that good serve. So Meliha is on for Bosetti in the meantime after that error. Meliha Ismailoglu, he's just 21. She fails on reception. And again, get the serve right and cause the problems. Once more momentum swing, just as we saw in set one. And again, it's forced Abondanza to take time out. Striking similarities so far in this set with what we saw in set one. It's up to Abondanza to fix things. Montano. Naz. Nicely put home. Again, important for Fener just after that timeout to re-establish some sort of authority in their hitting again. 3 points or so since they've seen a spike hit the floor. 13 each. Not too much to separate the sides, so confidence and momentum really important. Naz. She's long, wide and into the corner. Ends up in a really good set that from Naz. She had a long way to come and make the ball. Good strength to find the corner. Find the right height and positioning as well. There it is, and Guster, that's what Guster does best. She's a really good finisher. Shayla to the line. 14-13, Vakifbank once again just about in control. It's a good serve. Lobianco dealt with it nicely though, really good off a difficult reception. Lobianco putting up for Montagno. Montagno and Kim's hitting is what is driving Fenerbahce at the minute. Here is Montagno. Nicely received by Guzdet. Ball goes straight across to Robin de Cruyff though, from one side of the court to the other. And de Cruyff finishes off beautifully. Abondanza was still with plenty to think about. Set from A to B very nicely. Guzdet float serve. Bauer trying to take it down. Costa Grande, a little too strong in the joust and touching the net. Disappointment for the players born in Santa Fe, Argentina. Little movement on the net as Bosetti comes back. Off goes Melihar. Bosetti now 25. Found her best volleyball again this season. Been really good to see. Very popular player. Merve, and that's going to go out. So it's technical timeout number 2. 16-15, again tight, again tense. Big final period in the second set to come. Vakifbank 16, Fenerbahce 15, set 2. It's the runners-up from last year's Champions League who lead by a set to 0 in this playoff 6 first leg. The serve not doing its job. Is Eda Erdem, the captain of Fenerbahce. And that's poor. That is extremely poor. Not even close to going over. One that you want to forget. Ooh, not put home there. Disappointed Rasic. 3 up in the block though, doing a good job. Failing to watch it on the way down. And Guidetti is angry. No wonder there. That should have been put home by Milena Rasic earlier on in the rally. Missed opportunity. And he knows it. 17 each. Nas, quick hands. Better finish from Rasic this time. Well, they'll be hoping that puts it to bed. And even still, Rasic, for the first time, looking at a coach since that moment a minute ago and saying, well, sorry, hope that's sorted out. 18-17. Lobianco. Nicely watched by Gazam. Naz into set. Not the greatest of sets. Didn't really give Shell a good opportunity to put home. The block does its job there, though. Merve, Fenerbahce in trouble here. Carolina to take down. Naz, short set through the middle. Shoots it out wide. Blocked again. Naz once more. Guste, brilliant. No, kept alive. Yes, it's given. It's given. Pretty sure all the way through that had hit the floor. Fenerbahce thought for an instant they kept it alive. Kim knows it and really showing a frustration like we're not used to seeing from her. This is how much being back in the Champions League really means to Kim. Now then, was it in, was it out? I'm going to say that's hit the floor. Hard to call though live, that. Hard to call. Montagno misses. Cuts too fine. Vakifbank with a really good sequence of points, and Guidetti knows that. He's been in this situation on so many occasions. Montagno with a big miss there. Look at how they line up down that line. Nothing to aim for. Three in the block, really close together. The back row well protected as well. That's good defense. Made it almost impossible for Montagno to hit the line. Would have had to go cross court there. No, he knows it. They're in the moment. They've got to take advantage and harness and just push on, because that second set is in sight now. 20-17, both timeouts taken by Fenerbahce. Two in hand for Vakifbank here. And they would be feeling extremely disappointed if they couldn't put it home. It's an ace from Costa Grande at just the right time. 4 points. Costa Grande to go once more. Again, just drops it beyond the net. And she's going to struggle that. Timeout. It's more of a momentum thing, really. Guidetti knows he has two in hand, just tries to calm things down a little. Fenerbahce back to within 3 points. Abondanza plots the comeback. Well, the band continues to play. Vakifbank playing to their beat at the moment. Fener have the serve here, and with Kim Yeonkoung, well, you just never know. Couple of big ones from her, and it all changes again. She sent down a number of aces already today. Here she comes, the Korean. It's a decent one. Gizem is there. Naz up into the corner. Merve to take down as Montagno will have a go. That's taken a touch, and again, Kim will take it from the line. So within the two. Nervy moments again for Vakifbank. Fenerbahce, remember, have those ultras, those vocal supporters behind them. European Cup volleyball at its best. Naz. Fener just looking for the side out. Pardon me, Vakif looking for the side out. Put home though. Montagno's there again. 3 from 3 for Fenerbahce, and 2 break points off the serve of Kim. Guidetti meditates a timeout. Not taken, and Kim will go again. All the pace off the ball. Naz failed to put it home. Chance for Montagno once more. It's got to be watched. Sheila can't turn around in time, and that 3-point advantage, make it 4 a minute ago as well before the timeout was taken. It's all back level again at 21 each. Really, really good timeout timing from Abundanza in the last one, because it's all changed since then. Here goes Kim once more. I was going to say, surely she can't put them in the lead, and she can. Now there'll be a timeout. Fenerbahce from 4 down, lead by 1. It's 22-21, and there could be a long way to go in this one tonight. And listen to that. Well, it holds 7,000 in here at Burhanfelek. Seen some great matches down the years. We're on the Asian side of Istanbul, which traditionally is Fenerbahce's home. Fenerbahce, the sports club where the big football stadium is, down in Kadıköy, which is the next district on from where we are. Here's Kim. Costa Grande takes down Naz. Put home, and a hugely important side out from Vakifbank. Now they'll try to set about getting back into things, and this is a big moment now. She lost her father just a couple of days ago, and here comes Güldeniz. She's often brought in at these moments tonight, extra emotional. She'll be pumped up, little doubt about that. The whole team have been behind her. We've seen black armbands worn by some of her colleagues as well. Güldeniz serve. Here she is to bump up. Looks for Shayla. Oh, brilliantly finished with the outside cut of the ball. That is wonderful stuff from Shayla Castro. 2 from 2, Güldeniz bumping up beautifully. Shayla shaping to hit cross court, outside cutting the ball into the corner. Güldeniz again to serve. Popular hitter in towards Merve. Blocked. It will go out from Guster. $23 each then. Güldeniz just called to sit down to manage that rotation. She might be needed again in a minute. Shayla puts down. 24-23. It's a set point chance again for Vakifbank. And just as it was at the end of the last set, it will be Shayla to serve for it once more. Big one from the Brazilian now. 2-time Olympic champion. Hugely important match moment. Shayla down the line. Bozetti. Eda Erdem with a big bump up. Oh, it's off the hands of the Cruyff. And Fenerbahce side the ball out, much to the disgust of the Vakifbank coach. $24 apiece. Madeleine Montaño to the line. Service time for the Colombian. Naz to serve. Home from the Cruyff, who this time does not miss. Set point chance number 2 now for Vakifbank. This time it's Guster to serve. Club captain. Not in the starting 6 tonight. Just drops beyond the baseline. So 2 set point chances missed. Both taken off serve, so no break point to take it home. Double change for Fenerbahce in the meantime. Elif is on for the first time. Reserve setter. Playing against a former club tonight. Best setter at the Club World Championships 3 years ago. Naz. Shayla. Still alive. Big chance this for Fener. Got to be watched by Gazem. Naz, bit of panic there amongst the Vakif players. Fener can put an attack together finally. Elif sets. Long. Long from Kim. They're going to claim a touch. They're going to claim a touch. Histrionics from Kim. Jumping about, dancing about. Was desperate for that. So, Güldeni is replaced by Rasic. Was there a touch here? Could well have been. Difficult to see. Ultra motion required as those changes were reduced to what they were. Set point again for Vakifbank. Challa, the 20-year-old, is on the serve. Naz still in there, so it's a front row setter and a back row setter as well, so 4-2. That one's in. 3 opportunities missed from the service line now for Vakifbank. Fener fans sing. Tension rises. Back comes Gizem just to take hold of the reception if she can. Opportunity to serve now for Eda Erdem. Vakif just looking for the side out here with Costa Grande. Good bit of work on defence. Bianco now. Back it's going to have to come. Naz through the middle and put home off the hand of Milena Rasic. A 4th set point chance. This time it's Naz to serve. Brilliant placement from Rasic. So fine those margins at this point of the game. Here's Naz, former Fener player, remember. She was with them the last time we're in the Final Four. Big one this. Oh, it's blocked. And that is set 2 to Vakifbank. 4 opportunities it took them. At the 4th, it was the one. It's 2-0. And what a match this is tonight in Istanbul. However, if Fener are to come back here, they're going to have to win the next 3 sets because they trail by 2-0. Another 32 minutes pass, 28-26. Vakif almost throwing a 4-point lead away, but they've managed it. 2-0. Set 3 coming up in just a moment's time. Well, taking a look at the stats, they more or less favour Fenerbahce. It's just all about the moments at which they were won for Vakifbank. Well, 2-0. Fener with those 4 aces again, once more out-acing the team. Vakif with more errors. Fener with better attacks, but those 2 big blocks. The big one on the set point making the difference. And that is the only difference between the teams at the end of set 2. So interesting tactical approach. Of course, we've seen The Yellow Angels of Fenerbahce bossing both sets at points. Vakifbank having to find their rhythm. It's certainly not the most smooth and well-oiled performance we've seen from Vakifbank at all this season or in the past couple of years, but they're there, they're doing their job, they're working in the hard moments, and well, they've come out on top in the last two sets. It's 2-0. And for once in Burhanfelik, things have gone rather quiet. As soon as I say that, the band strikes up again. A wonderful, unique atmosphere in the city of Istanbul tonight. Really has taken volleyball and the Champions League under its wing in the last few years. Time for set three, a set that Fenerbahce must win if they had to do anything in this match. Naz up, that's a really good take straight away. And Kim with the first break point of this set. Really enjoying it when she gets the points her way. A strong serve, trying to carry the team. Important reception from Montagna in the midst of all that as well. So Fener starting off on the front foot. Costa Grande with a perfect reception. Naz is set for Shayla. Not the best combination we've seen tonight. And that's an immediate error. Poor reception this time from Costa Grande, error, and it's an ace. Super stop from Fenerbahce. And set three, after a wonderful start to the team that really needs something from it. What are we going to see here from the Turkish side? Well, a side out that's much needed from Vakifbank. Again, there are sides that have those disastrous starts to each set. And side out and a bit of rhythm can change things. And well, Vakifbank are a team that don't panic. They're good at digging themselves out of holes. And of course, they have the cushion of a two-set lead as well here. Here's Lobianco. Bao responds immediately. Counter-attack chance. Erdem having a set. Back it comes now with Gizem. Up into the corner. Costa Grande to hit. Up against the hands of Erdem. Good in the block tonight. That one will go out though from Rasic. And it will be 5-1 Fenerbahce. So a change of direction here. Remember, it was Vakifbank who came from the dead in that match in the league against Fener earlier this year. A couple of tactical changes, they ended up winning 3-2. They don't put it past the Yellow Angels to do the same. Shayla's hitting, comes back. Naz. into space nicely, and there's a huge hole that's not defended well at all. Abondanza knew that, and he went skipping and dancing down the line in disgust. Oh, look at all that space to aim for. He knows it. Here it comes again from Costa Grande. Lobianco. It's going to come back. Really good defence. Naz now. Fight for this point at the net. Lobianco. Costa Grande with a touch. Naz out into Guste. Lobianco to take control with it. Erdem into the corner. Another chance to attack. Guste. Merve. Lobianco. Kim. Merve's there again. Super rally this. Control from Gizem. Naz. Guste. And she's missed. Well, not what we're used to seeing from Guste. Really good patience from both sides in the rally there. Guste thought she had it. She found the gap in the block. Just sent it too long. She's uncharacteristically poor and slow for a start to a set from Vakifbank. Montagno now. Blocked off. Eda Erdem. Solitary wall. Look at what it meant to him. 7-2. Fener just upsetting the apple cart a little here. That one has gone long, so there's a chance for Vakif to try and get back on the scoreboard and get it ticking in their favour again. 4 points to lead at the minute. '12 champions, of course, Fenerbahce. Guste on the line this time. First break point for Vakifbank of this third set. Side of the hand, nicely done. Classy stuff. That's an ace, and that's poorly left by Montagno. So Fenerbahce, after all that good work at the start here, just got to be really careful. In danger of letting things slip. Into the corner, that's long, and that will be technical timeout number 1 of this third set. Fener lead by 3. Vakifbank with a couple of points to show the green shoots of recovery there. So back we come. It's a little closer than it threatened to be a moment ago. Fener were running away with the start of set 3. They have to serve again through Lucia Bosetti. It's a good one, but Gizem deals with it. Naz. Oh, that's not great from Robin the Cruyff. Trying to be a little more inventive with the attack. Here it goes again. The idea's all right. The execution's not great, though. Better setting and better hitting this time. Sheila on the end of it. 6-9. And the big Brazilian comes to the line. Here is Sheila Castro. He sends that one arrowing wide, careering wide. Guidetti out of your picture just asking what the heck is going on. Serving once more off the mark from Vakifbank. Or it's been very good or very poor today, nothing in the middle. So far it's been good at just about the right moments. There's Costa Grande struggling on the reception. A little bit of luck there. Gizemsen well. Naz, difficult hit this. Good defence from Eda Erdem. And that's probably in, I would say yes, right on the line. That was the take. Right in the corner. Guidetti says out, referee says no, and it is first timeout taken by Vakifbank. They trail by 5 points here in set 3. So Eda Erdem, Turkish international, captain of Fenerbahce, off to take the serve. Nas, De Cruyff, put home. So there's the side out. Can they build on it here? Fenerbahce will be hoping just to quieten any momentum down, side out themselves and continue to put this good service pressure on that they've been doing. As they need this set. They need it desperately. Montano, ooh dear. That's an error, a hitting error from the Colombian. Kim Yeonkoung again in conversation with the referee. Looked like a big hitting error to me. Vakif back within 3. Here's Guzde. One of their better service as well. Lubyanko pushes it wide. Kim trying to finish off. This time there's no doubt it's in, and Fenerbahce get the side out. Kim just being called over by the referee. Just being warned. Again, shakes her head. No sign of letting up in the descent. You've got to be careful, really. The referee has other disciplinary options open to him. De Cruyff, that'll go out. So Vakifbank starting to side up. Been a few points since Fener had a break point. That's better news for the team that lead 2-0. Rhythm continues. They'll feel they're starting to get the game back together again. Here's Robin De Cruyff. It's a good one. Lubyanko up into Montano, who makes an error again off hitting, and that's another break point for Vakif. It's back to within 2 now. Fenerbahce have to be careful here. They've worked so hard to get a good advantage. They've been the better side in this third set without doubt, but it is starting to slip away. Want to get back on top quickly. Robin De Cruyff. Lubyanko blocked. Bianco again. Montagno, no way through. 3 up there, and Abundante says timeout time. No wonder, because the gap is just at a single point now. Well, they're halfway through this third set, but already fireworks between the two teams. Big momentum swings. And Vakif, who started so terribly, are now on the roll. Robin de Cruyff, 2 points from 2 off the last serves. Goes deep again, causes problems for the libero. Montagno setting up. Chance now for a counter. That's an error this time from Costa Grande. No touch on the way through, much to the disappointment of Vakifbank. And all this crowding round and screaming at the referee's getting a little too much in this match, I think I have to say. Is there a touch here, though? No doubt that that's an error, and that's a big one for Fenerbahce off their own serve. Kim again causing problems. The lead is back to 3. Disappointing long serve. Kim, I thought that she gets 1 or 2 in and gets the pressure on again. She could have a big moment to try and break Vakifbank finally in this set. As it stands, the difference is only 2. And this is Naz Aydemir. Just about long. Just trying to push that back row back. Make them think about things on reception. Gizem. There's Shayla having a pass. Costa Grande now, chance for Fenerbahce. Bozzetti, brilliantly pushed into space. Really good stuff from the Italian, 16-12. Technical timeout number 2, and Vakifbank are struggling again. Fener going the right way about it to get back in this game. Already been a hard night for those in Zurich colours. They look on and they're intrigued by this. Vakifbank flags fly. Is this going to be the moment that they get themselves back in it and push it to a 3-0? Of course, this is a two-legged affair, yes. But it's so important now, the way things have changed as far as the golden set is concerned. It's a point system. For those of you who might be new to the Champions League or haven't seen us for a couple of years, I'll explain in a minute after this serve. It's Eda Erdem who looks on from the net. Behind her, Bauer to serve. Attempt to go on 2, off the pancake hand of Lobianco. Gizem, here's Shayla. Says it came off the net, and I think the coach might be right there. That's going to be a point for Vakifbank, and Abundanza might have a reason to be angry here. Good to see this one again. Now, is this a block or does it come off the net? Well, it's the pull and the point and the play before that we'll try to have a look at. Nothing wrong with the point hitting the floor, but was it a block? Was it off the net? I think Abundanza may have a grievance. That's just on a first live look, though. Right down by the net here in the comedy position. Big point for Vakifbank. Lobianco. Montagno's there, hits hard, hits down, finds space. Now, back to the points and the golden set issue. If you win a match, just like in the league, Paul, if you win it 3-1 or 3-0, you will take 3 points into the second leg. If you win it 3-2, the points will be shared. 2 for the victor, 1 for the team that loses the match. And of course, at the end of the 2 legs, points are level, we'll have a golden set. It's not just win and loss, win and loss. Of course, you used to be able to win 3-2 one week, lose 3-0 the next, and still get a golden set. Doesn't happen anymore. Fener will know that. They claim a touch. They will get the touch this time. 18-13 Fenerbahce, pushing ahead once more. Second and final timeout taken by Vakifbank in this 3rd set. And a final chance to try and rescue set 3, I think. Well, I really hope this crowd noise is coming through at home, because it is a wonderful atmosphere. Home fans, Vakifbank organised, and they've got the biggest stand at either end, singing away with their banners, jumping up and down. Some of them in quite dangerous, precarious positions, which doesn't bear thinking about too much. You've got the Fenerbahce Ultras. Gizem is there. Nicely put home. Milena Rasic with the final touch. Naz Rasic squeezes it past the block of Eder then. 18-14. Few big serves needed from Vakifbank. Fener lead by 4 in set 3, but they trail the match 2-0. Lobianco. Error in attack. Chance now to counter. There's the bump. Looks for Sheila Castro, and he finds Kim yeonkoung. Eda Erdem blocked off and no way through. Vakifbank back to 3, and I tell you what, they're not showing their best volleyball. They've had a bit of a nightmare, to be fair, in this set, but they are really showing some fight, Vakifbank. That has not gone missing, certainly. Merve, here's Lobianco up into the corner. Oh, it's just asking far too much of teammates from Rasic. Flailing arm out there that really wasn't going to make too much of a difference. Big chase from Güldeniz. 2 more substitutions from Fenerbahce. Elif Vaseda comes in to replace Lobianco. Just control, get hold of the rotation here. Pulen, good middle blocker, really good middle blocker, who's been unlucky wherever she's been, has come on as well, and she replaces Montagno. Guste, squeezed through. Pulen's first touch, unable. Carolina comes back for Güldeniz in the meantime, of course. Such a hard, emotional night for her. Carolina Costa Grande still within a shout here, Vakifbank. They just need 1 good run on serve. A couple of points will certainly make the nerves jangle for Fener. Elif setting. Goes wide to Kim. Needed a good second touch. No questions asked by Erdem. Did not hesitate. Hammered that one home. Finished it off. No nonsense stuff from the captain. Shayla's touch. No getting that one back. Poor serving. Started to disappear from the Fenerbahce armoury as the testing serve, as the substitutions I think are not far away from being reversed. Lobianco and Montagno come back to sit on the bench, get their numbers. Not going to happen this point though. Elif setting to Kim. Goes wide, and that's a hitting error from Fenerbahce. And there are those nerves. Don't often see that from Kim yeonkoung. Coach knows it. And almost rather surprisingly, I think a lot of coaches would have waited and waited, certainly with just one timeout left, but Abundance calls timeout now. Can understand where he's coming from, want to stop the momentum, but they still lead by 2 here. And you never know how things are going to go. If it gets worse, where do they go then? Because if that were to be the case, they'd lose the match. But coming up to the business end now. And early on, Vakifbank trailed by 5 points. They trail by 2 now. And that's a gift. That is an absolute gift. That had a bow on top and everything, that one. And a present that was opened very quickly. Just like a kid on Christmas morning. Hammered home. 1 single point now is the difference. Here we go again. Poor reception from Kim. 2 really bad plays from the Korean star. Substitutions reversed. So back comes Montagno. Back comes Lobianco. Kim's reception again is poor. She's not having a great moment here, but she's found a really big hit down the line at just the right time. My, she needed that. Again, reception. She was dug out of a bit of a hole from Lobianco. The lead is 2, but Vakifbank siding out to 1 each time. Costa Grande. Oh, big hitting error. Big hitting error from the Italian international at the worst possible moment. And they've done all the hard work to get themselves back. Sends it cross court and long. 3 points now. So much tension in here. That's poor on the serve. Gets a little lucky. Costa Grande. Naz. Costa Grande again, blocked off, chance to hit now once more, Montagno. Naz rescue, Gizem. De Cruyff trying to put home, Lobianco here for Fenerbahce with Kim. Bozzetti. Oh no, what an error. Vakifbank with an absolute gift again. Now my oh my, what happened here? Clever play from Kim, that's what's happened. Live from this angle, it looked as though it had been a very nasty error from Vakif. It was still weak. Kim had the brains to sort it out. Fenerbahce surely going to go on and force a full set now. Costa Grande, De Cruyff, and it is set point. First set point chance they've had in the whole match now. And there's life in it yet. Kim off celebrating like she just won the World Cup. Shayla. Here's Carolina Costa Grande. Bauer. Montagno. There it is. Fener right back in it. 2-1, and we go to a fourth here in Istanbul. So memories of that league game coming back. It was Fener who ahead then, Vakifbank who came back, but 34 hardly 4 minutes later, a reversal, 19-25, 2-1, and Vakifbank must go straight back to the drawing board. They still lead, they're still a set away from a very good 3-point victory in leg one. However, they've got to be careful because Fener are on the prowl and they have the momentum. Set 4 in just a couple of minutes' time. So statistics from set 3 look like this. The 10-13 attacks with Fenerbahce creating more chances. And again, getting more points off errors. 2-2 in the blocks, 1 apiece in the aces, but the service pressure from Fenerbahce always so much stronger. So look around, seeing if Guidetti is going to make a change to try and move things along. It will still be Gözde to start. Vasileva is back. Costa Grande this time drops to the substitutes box. So one change. Her reception not quite up to the level that we've seen. A couple of hitting errors as well from Carolina Costa Grande. Just out of your picture, Guidetti saying, well, don't worry, Carol, don't worry. Things still to come, but Vasileva is back. Gözde stays in that starting lineup. Fenerbahce understandably not wanting to make any changes. Naz will have the serve. Vakifbank, who led by 2-0. Both won on the details. Hammered in the third. We go with set 4. It's playoff 6, leg 1 of the 2015 CV DenizBank Volleyball Champions League. Montagno to hit. Good take from Vasileva. Early hitting error from Montagno. And it's a first break point of set 4 off the Naz serve for Vakifbank. Gizem, really well done. Keeps it alive. Fener have to be quick though. And there will be. One apiece, sided out. Piretti angry with his players. Chance to get a good start, wasted. Here's Bauer now, French international. Guste with a big pass to make here. They're going to claim a touch and they're going to get one. The ball is sided out immediately. And of course, after the third set start, that's something that's going to make Vakifbank feel a heck of a lot better. Sheila Castro. Someone's managed to spell her name wrong at the back of that shirt, though. Gizem is there. Brilliant bit of libero play. Hitting error from Fenerbahce. Vakifbank take an early lead, 3-1. Here we go again. Kim. So close. Not close enough for her as Guste goes to take the serve. Guste, who again has sported her family, married to the basketball star Onur Sansırma. All ready to cheer there. Fener keeping it alive. Here's Gizem. Sheila. Hammered home. 4-1 Vakifbank. And again, the drummers beating that victory beat away. Bosetti to take. Defense was good there from Guste. Off the head of Montagno, I think it was there. Here's Bosetti to hit. Guste's down again. Gizem and Naz getting each other's way. Merve. Montagno into the block. Down it goes. Vakifbank on fire now. And it's timeout time for Fenerbahce. 5 points to 1. And what a start from the favourites on paper for tonight. And that puts them all of a sudden in a very, very good position again. Guste. Merve doing the setting. Trying to put home by Sheila. Fails at the second attempt as well. Good block defence. 2 over in this corner. Once more it's Milena Rasic. She was there in every single block. 3 touches in the rally, the final kill. And this was the big one again. Sheila closed that block really well with it. Timeout not doing anything. The torrent of points continues to rain against Fenerbahce. Meliha on to replace Lucia Bosetti. That's the side out they've been looking for. Guste finally failing in defence when she's had a pretty good run of it in the last few points. You can't get them all. 6-2, Montagno. I want to try and make the difference straight away. A huge high ball toss of hers and a wayward hit. Too much heat on it. 7-2, and Vakifbank have the serve. Blocked, oh, it's touched it at them on the way down. 8-2, Vakifbank straight back in this game. What a passage of play. And poor Fenerbahce, they did all the hard work in the last set, and they now have a mountain to climb here in number 4. Technical timeout, and it's a 6-point lead for last year's runners-up and the 2 times champions. There's Naz Aydemir. Found out recently that her cousin is the German international footballer İlkay Gündoğan. One that she'd kept quiet. And of course, as we all know, she got married 2 years ago. Husband is a Turkish basketball star, has played in the NBA as well. In last count, I think he was with Galatasaray. Big night for her facing a former club tonight. She waits in the back row in this rotation here. It's going to be Rasic who comes on to serve. Here is Naz onto the ball. It's for Vasileva. Lubyanko. Block defense is really good at the minute from Vakifbank. They get into everything. Merve. Kim having a set here. It's a long pass to Meriha, who hits down beautifully. Well, the first big influence from Meriha tonight. Hitting over the block. Rasic couldn't keep it out. She makes way for the libero, Gizem. Long. That brings Shayla on to serve. Soccer skills attempt to keep that one alive from Kim. On the line. (10-4). There's the side out. And on 2. There's Naz. The Cruyff for the touch, a delicate one of that, kept alive. And Fenerbahce have it. Guidetti absolutely incensed here. Looked in again. And I think he's got a grievance. Let's have a look. Here we go. Now then, it falls, it falls, it falls. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. The hand and the ball well apart there, and that is a bad, bad decision. So, Guidetti feeling that both decisions going against him. The second one certainly did. The first was a good one and called right on the line. But Vakifbank lead by 7 anyway. It's not as if it is such a bad set of circumstances. Here's Naz. Goes there. Timeout. Fenerbahce taking their second and final timeout. So, chance for everybody to calm down a minute. Vakifbank leading comfortably here by 8 points. They've had one awful refereeing decision go against them. Fenerbahce went their way. But they, of course, aren't going to complain about that. They've just got to get their game and some sort of rhythm going, and they need a really good service run and very, very quickly. Otherwise, next week, they're going to have to win either 3-0 or 3-1 to force a golden set. Big, big opportunity here for Vakifbank to take a strong, strong lead in the playoff 6. Won't be quite booking their flights to Poland time, but they'll be looking very good. Here's the Cruyff. Montagno, there's the block. Naz sets to Guzde. Here's Bauer, home. So side out for Fenerbahce. Start of something that they need, and they need it off their serve now. Kim, who's been up and down in the match, hasn't been as consistent as we've seen her in the previous years. Again, I've said it before the match, I have a feeling that she's lost muscle under Abondanza in the last 18 months or so. Melly Hart. Naz. Oh, wild, wild, wild from Elitsa Valitseva. I say Vasileva, pardon me. 24-year-old hits long. And that's not great from the Bulgarian. Of course, playing against a former national coach today in Abondanza. Finished with the job after 3 years last year. And there's a timeout coming here now from Guidetti and Vakifbank. He is absolutely incensed after the start that his side made here. They've conceded 3 quick points. The lead was 8, it is now 5. Fenerbahce Yora using both of their timeouts, and Vakif with 2 in hand says, okay, let's stop the momentum. Angry, annoyed face. Yeah, it's little wonder why he's had that nasty refereeing decision that nobody who was in half a mile of the Burhan Felix would have thought should have gone against them. And then he's seen his side blow up the last few points with Kim on serve. There's always a danger. Here she goes again, and still the Fenerbahce ultras and fans sing away. Huge blocking from Guzde, just the right moment. She's been the star of the show, really, Guzde, since she's come in. Just helps stabilize things. Shayla gets the touch, Gzam with the second, but the block wasn't closed off, really. Shayla on her own there. Gzam not really given much of a chance. Fener fighting. That's what we expect from such a big club. And of course, this stage in the competition as well. Naz, Guzde. Kim, no way through, and it's Guzde once again. Flying high today. Club captain leading by example. Here we go, gets across really well. Again, having a reach, she's getting there late. But she got there. 15-9. Should be a gift that it is, it's well taken. Second technical timeout, Vakif's advantage is restored. It's a 7-point lead, and Guzde Surma has come up with a couple of huge plays there that's motored her team on. And now they should be able to see out this final little passage of play. Again, conditional tense, should. You never know. Fenerbahce have no timeouts left. They do, though, have Kim yeonkoung. Vakifbank, in the meantime, have their loyal supporters, trying to rival those of Fenerbahce, who have all the history, of course. Vakifbank formed in 1986, but originally they were an Ankara-based outfit. Only moved to Istanbul, really, just before the last decade. And they've gone on to become the most successful volleyball club alongside Eczacıbaşı, always an Istanbul club. And the likes of the huge giants of Fenerbahce, although they have done well in Europe. Galatasaray haven't won the league since the 60s, and of course Beşiktaş have been left behind. Meliha. Hitting Naz high on the chest, almost the shoulder. Nothing she could do about that. Brings Madeleine Montaño, formerly of Galatasaray, to the line to serve. The Colombian 32-year-old opposite. It's a good serve as well. Gizem deals with it. (17-10). Shelley keeping it alive. Here's Montaño. That's an error. And the game really now running away from Fenerbahce. I think even the most loyal supporters in the crowd will know that now. They'll have to come, be much better next week and do it all again. Remember, the ticket to the Final Four in Poland, organised by Chemik Police, up for grabs. Certainly Eczacıbaşı look like they might be there. They've got it certainly a head start in their tie against Volero Zurich. Dinamo Moscow maybe the other side. We'll see how good Pustat Zizio are. Substitutions, we've seen this before. Chance to control the rotation. Move it around as they like. Elif on, as is Pulen. This is Meliha Ismailoglu, just 21. Done okay since coming on. Naz, Robin de Cruyff, 19-11. Here's Shayla. Kim, Gizem, Guste, good fight. Better from Fener. A hands-on head moment there from Guste. She failed on reception. Good control though, nice patience from Fenerbahce. Put home well by Pullen. Right side, of course, the left-hander, her strong side. Naz. Put home. And it's all nice and controlled, and it looks fairly easy at the minute for Vakifbank. Double substitution being made. Güldeniz and Carolina Costagrande about to come on. Güldeniz brought on to take the serve. Costagrande to replace Guste, who's looking tired. Hurt herself, hurting her right ankle as well. Just getting looked at by the trainer. Well, Bianco in the meantime ready to come back for Fenerbahce. Kim. Into the corner for Carroll. Costagrande fails though. Naz again will go once more with Costagrande. It's a fight to keep it alive, but a fight that's fought in vain. The lead now 9 for Vakifbank. Guste getting looked at again by the trainer, limps away. Not too happy with things. Blocked. Block defense has been a big improvement for Vakif in this fourth set. So side up. Well, while there's a mathematical chance, there's always a chance for Fenerbahce. Certainly with the players the calibre of Montagno and Lobianco to come back now, and Kim there, but this is a huge ask. 8 mammoth points. And they certainly do seem bigger points at this stage. Lobianco, good serve, gets the better of Güldeniz. Naz. Nicely back again as Gizem passes into the corner for Costagrande. Long hitting error from the Italian. The lead is still at 6. But Lobianco with an immediate impact from the line there. 3 points in succession for Fenerbahce. Naz. Naz again. Hammered home, Costagrande with no mistake there. Time for Challa from the line. And she'll replace number 15, Robin de Cruyff. We've seen Challa brought in on various occasions as Guste still receives treatment. Well fought, hard fought. 2 more points will do it for Vakifbank. Here is Challa. Good serve, a really good serve. Kim in trouble. Here's Nas. Montaño's chance to hit. Off the hands of the block and out it goes. So better hustling, better harrying from Fener towards the end of this set, but still looks like being a little too much. Guidetti sees he has a timeout in hand and chooses to use it. 23-16 the score. Doesn't want any momentum to build for Abundance's girls. Fener fans getting louder and louder. They still believe. Kim yeonkoung. They'll certainly appreciate the fight their side's shown, even if they do, as expected, lose this one here. Kim with a big effort to try and control it. Naz. It'll go to Shayla. Shayla hits down the line. Set points and match point. 8 of them now for Vakifbank. Nicely put home, and Vakif survived. 3-1, and what a lead to take into leg 2 of the playoff 6. They've beaten Fenerbahce in the derby, and they have 1 foot in the final 4. This is the moment it all came to an end. A real fight from Fener, despite the fact that they looked out of it at times. They looked down. Vakifbank haven't played their best volleyball tonight, but my, have they shown good fight. My, have they shown great character and the quality at the very, very key moments. It's finished Vakifbank 3, Fenerbahce 1 in the Burhan Felek Volleyball Hall here in Istanbul. Well, commiserations and disappointment for Fenerbahce. They lost the league match. They, of course, lose here in leg 1 of the Champions League playoff 6. And then they move to next week, where they'll have to do it all again. Well, the supporters will be there again. So will those from Vakifbank, who cheered on as the match went by. The girls off to salute them, off to pose for photographs. So much more volleyball to come in this year's CV Champions League. So great moments, happy moments for Vakifbank. Will this be the same story in 7 days' time? We shall see. Well, for Match of the Week, Jonathan Harris-Bass will be taking you through the final playoff 6s next week, and of course the final 4s. For me, it's a goodbye until next year, but it's been a pleasure having you along tonight. 3-1 for Vakifbank, 25-16 in that final set. A cream cracker of a match here in Istanbul. Wherever you've been watching around the world, thanks for joining us. Plenty more volleyball to come on the CV Champions League, presented by Denizbank.